Who are you, grieving spirits?
I am Queen Ilaria of the land of the Green Isles, and this beloved spirit is my husband, King Caliphan. We were murdered in our beds by our trusted vizier. Like a viper, he snuck in during the night and stabbed us in our sleep. Now my husband's soul is broken, and he will not speak.
Then you are the ones I seek. Are you not the parents of Princess Cassima?
Our daughter! Have you news of the princess?
I know that she is alive and safely back in her kingdom after being rescued from Mordak. But I'm afraid I have not personally seen her. Alhazred is keeping her in her room in mourning for you.
I am glad to hear of her return, but she will not be safe alone with that devil. Oh, that we could be there to protect her.
Cassima, how I fail thee.
My poor husband will never rest while our murder goes unavenged, and our daughter
Her poor
is in
husband
danger.
sounds rather solemn.
I came to take you back with me. Your people are still loyal to you. They need to know about the Vizier. Cassima needs you too.
But this is the realm of the dead. We cannot leave it. Nor, for that matter, can you. The only one who might be able to return us all to the land of the living is the Lord of the Dead. But he would never help us. He has no mercy.
I might be able to convince him. I must try.
Then take this. It is my ticket to the underworld. There you will find the Lord
Nice.
of the Dead. I cannot use the ticket as long as I'm chained here. And if we cannot be avenged, I will never be unchained.
Thank you. Perhaps it will save us all.
Be careful, young man. If you can ease my husband's torment and help our daughter, we will be most grateful.
I will do my best. Goodbye, Queen Ilaria.
Goodbye, King Graham of Daventry. Alright. Who's this gal here?
Why do you not rest, sad spirit?
Rest? I cannot rest. My son is lost.
Lost? You mean in this realm?
No. His spirit is stuck in the land of the living, probably looking for me. But I cannot leave to go show him the way. My poor Ali.
Is there anything I can do?
Take this handkerchief. If you get back to the land of the living and find him, tell him that his mother is waiting for him here. By this kiss, he'll be able to find his way to the realm of the dead.
I'll do my best to find him.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, my Ali.
Alright. Well. Okay. Oh, well, I don't want to... Don't touch me, Mr. Pirate Man. Alright.
The skeleton to the left of the path hands something to the spirits that approach the underworld entrance.
Alright.
Ticket, please.
Well. This is the one time I want to be here.
Next.
But first things first. Now, I once played this game and forgot to do this, and ended up screwing myself over for it, but I'll remember to do it this time, and that is to play this cool xylophone over here.
Alexander picks up the 2 bones on the ground. Now, what do these bones remind him of?
Ah, yes. Now I remember.
The skeletons are overcome with the musical call of the bones. They begin to jiggle, then to dance.
It is quite amusing. No! Out of handles. Bah. Alright, well. Okay. So let's try this again. Hopefully not crashing the game this time. One thing that I think sometimes helps on those sections is just to crank the detail down. So I'll try doing that. And if that doesn't work, then I might have to resort to other means.
Who are you, grieving
I
spirits?
like how he just like walked through that guy and didn't die.
I am Queen Ilaria of the land of the Green Isles, and this.
Does this mean as
we
soon as
were
I stop
now-
talking,
Then you...
Out.
I know.
I'm gonna get nabbed by that one guy?
I
Hope not.
Thank-
Alright.
be careful, young man.
I will do my best.
Alright, so...
The touch of the putrid flesh.
Oh. Great. Great.
Tickets. Oh. Next. Alexander's mother always told.
Okay. Well, let's try that again. So...
Who are
looks
you,
better.
grieving spirit?
I am. We were now my
Then you...
out.
I know.
My
I can't...
the
I'm...
then I
Thank...
be careful.
I will do...
Okay. Eastward. Talk to her.
Why do you not rest, sad spirit?
Rest.
Lost?
No.
Is there any...
Take this by this.
I'll do my best to find...
Thank you.
Okay. So... that's taken care of. Let's move on to not getting touched by this zombie. The pirate zombie here. I will save my game just in case it decides to crash again, so I don't have to go through that. Okay.
The skeleton to the left of the path hands something to the spirits that approach the underworld entrance.
Ticket, please. Next.
Alright. So let's try this little trick here. Some of these games I've known it to respond okay to that, for whatever reason. So let's see.
Alexander picks up the...
Ah, yes.
The skeletons are overcome with the musical call of the bones. They
Alright, I think we got past the correct point where it crashed last time, so that's good. Cool, that was fun.
Alexander finishes his tune, and the skeletons resume their posts. Despite their frolic, they don't seem any friendlier.
Alright, so let's take these keys.
Alexander picks up the skeleton key.
And away we go. I think this is my ticket here, so I'm going to give it to this gentleman.
I have a ticket.
Oh, on. Next.
Okay. So let's crank the detail back up here. Speed down a notch. This disc can no longer hold whatever. Okay. Right, so can I do anything with this this knight gentleman? This gentleman of the night? Oh no.
Apparently, Alexander's not the only one who's curious about the body on the path.
Interesting.
Alexander has no need for the old armor. He decides to leave the knight's remains as undisturbed as possible. The ribbon is so old it would crumble at Alexander's touch.
Let's see, do I need anything from this?
The ribbon is so... Alexander takes the knight's black gauntlet
Nice.
and examines the writing on it. Flesh may cross the portal and seek its master death. Flesh may go where death is trod, and challenge, like Scheherazade, he who reigns beneath the sod to spare a mortal's breath. Zounds, that sounds serious.
Zounds! My goal is to have this Let's Play put Zounds back into the cultural zeitgeist. I'm moving cautiously here from much. Alright. So, here I have a ferry. Do I need to pay the ferryman in coins? Or no, first of all, I should probably scoop up some of this here, water.
Alexander scoops a little of the river Styx into the teacup with the swamp ooze, being careful not to get any of the black water on his skin.
Yeah, actually, let me take a look in my spell book real quick, because I want to make sure that I get everything I
The realm
need.
of the dead is a very dangerous place. There's no time for that here.
Oh, that's too bad. Because I kind of wanted to check to see if there's anything else I need from here, but I think I should be good. Okay, so ferryman, you want coins probably, right?
Will these coins do as fare for passage?
Okay.
Charon accepts the fare and waves Alexander onto the boat.
Moving on. All right. Onward.
Alexander reaches out to open the gate. Suddenly, the wood trembles beneath his fingertips.
Uh-oh. He doesn't look friendly.
What touch has awakened my sleep? I smell the blood of a mortal. Reach out thine hand again, fleshy human, that I might devour it. It has been centuries since I last ate.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Despite his fear, Alexander summons his bravest voice to command the living gate.
I would pass, Gate. I have business with your master.
My master and thine, human. I would be pleased to introduce thee. Only step forward and thou shalt meet him shortly.
No, thank you. I come to meet the Lord of the Dead with my flesh still intact.
And why should I let you pass, human, when I would much rather eat you?
I have been told that there is a way for humans to enter Death's realm. There must be something I can do. Some task that will allow me to pass through your doors, Gate.
I seem to recall something. A trick. Perhaps, a test. Yes.
That
Should
door
a
sounds a lot
human
like
try
Captain
to
Saladin.
pass, a riddle is Gates wont to ask.
A riddle it is, then.
And if thou wouldst fail to answer Gate, his thirsty jaws will be thy fate.
Alright, speaking in rhyme.
Agreed.
Listen as though it meant thy life then, human, for it surely does. My first is foremost legally. My second circles outwardly. My third leads all in victory. My fourth twice ends a nominee. My whole is this gate's only key.
My first is foremost legally. My second circles outwardly. My third leads all in victory. My fourth twice ends a nominee. My whole is this gate's only key.
The answer, I believe, is love. Because that is...
The answer is love.
Because that is what we saw in the...
Thou
in that riddle
traitor of the
page
mortal
that flew away.
plane, how didst thou guess love? That riddle should never have been solved. Love is unknown in this realm.
Love cannot be banished, even from this place. There are spirits still pining of it on the surface above. Still less can it be banished from my heart.
Enough! Burden me not with thy poetry. Pass through, and quickly, before I change my mind.
Alright. Okay. Well. Let's go challenge Death himself.
Alexander approaches the throne of the Lord of the Dead.
Why have you entered my domain, still wearing your flesh? If you are so anxious for death, you might have found it easily enough in the land of the living.
Good point.
But since you are here, you are most welcome to stay. Kiss my hand, and you will be one with the spirits, no pain.
Well, not gonna kiss your hand.
The iron gauntlet is a bit too small to fit on Alexander's arm.
But perhaps I can show you this mirror and defeat you by seeing your own reflection.
Perhaps Alexander should first state his purpose before he tries something like that.
Alright, well, I'll state my purpose.
I seek a boon, my lord.
Why should death grant you anything, mortal?
I seek a boon, my lord.
Why should death grant you anything, mortal?
What am I supposed to do with him now? Am I supposed to show him the mirror now, or no? Or maybe I can throw down this gauntlet?
Thou will.
The Lord of the Dead's touch fills Alexander instantly with a numbing cold and blackness.
Well. Okay. Well. We'll do better this time.
Alexander approaches the throne of the Lord of the Dead.
Why have you entered my domain, still wearing your flesh? If you are so anxious for death, you might have found it easily enough in the land of the living. But since you are here, You are most welcome to stay. Kiss my hand, and you will be one with the spirits. There will be no pain.
No thanks. I think I am going to do something else. I will give you... or talk to you. Well, first I'll talk to you. Shoot. Okay.
I seek a boon, my lord.
Why should death grant you anything, mortal?
Because I'm going to challenge you. I'm throwing down the gauntlet.
I did not come here to die, but to demand my right of challenge. I respectfully challenge thee, death, by throwing down this gauntlet. Man may pass the portal and seek its master, death. Man may pass where death has trod, and challenge like Scheherazade, he who reigns beneath the sod, to spare a mortal's breath.
He has the gauntlet!
Impossible! He challenges death.
That was a weird unison.
Who are you to challenge death?
A man of flesh is all I need to be, my lord.
And what is it that you seek with this challenge? The soul of some dead maiden?
I seek the souls of King Califem and Queen Ilaria of the land of the Green Isles.
You would save 2 human souls and emerge alive from this realm yourself? That shall be a difficult challenge indeed. The tomb does not open its doors lightly.
Either all 3 of us leave, or none go.
Very well. Then let me think of an appropriate task. Ah, yes, I have it now. Your challenge is this. For thousands of years I have sat upon this throne. I have heard every sad tale that can be told by human lips. I have seen tragedies that ended empires, injustices that defy reason, love that would light the very stars turn cold and hard. I have seen torments that cannot possibly be borne, and yet must be, for centuries. This thing I have never done. I have never shed a tear. Make me cry, thou man of flesh. That is my challenge.
Make death cry?
Sooner could he turn sea to stone.
Or fire to ice.
Well, if anything can make death cry, it's his own ugly mug. So here we go.
If your existence has been all that you say it has, then truth alone shall be my sword.
The mirror's surface swirls with darkness for a moment, then fills with images even blacker. Reflections of despair, of wailing souls, of shackles colder and more immutable than any forged by man, of a world of thirsts that can never be quenched. Alexander feels the mirror tremble in his grasp, and is glad that he cannot see its face. But the Lord of the Dead is transfixed to the mirror, to the screening of his life. Things long forgotten are once more uncovered. His enslavement to this throne while still a man, the years of watching misery and horror and growing ever more numb to it, the seep of his own humanity, the slow growth of a new thing altogether which became that which he is now. His is an existence that has no possibility of redemption, no end. The surrounding spirits draw away in pain. The truth is so sharp it stabs, so intense it sears.
Take it
They
away.
sound really broken up about it.
Make it stop.
A single
The
tear.
mirror of truth cracks from the strain, and death sheds a single gray tear.
Ah, the sexy cry.
Truth is indeed a terrible thing. I have worn this mantle for so long, I had forgotten its dreadful weight. You shall take the souls and leave as I agreed. You have been granted to stay from this inevitable reality. I almost envy you. Find the souls he has claimed, and bring them to me. King Caliphim and Queen Alaria, I presume. Your hero has won you a few more years of mortality. May your souls be more prepared for their rest when you return.
Thank you, my lord. I hope that they will.
And you, man of flesh, my steed shall take the three of you back to the land of the living. Tell her where it is you wish to go. Until we meet again, then, I assure you, we will meet again.
No offense, my lord, but I hope that will be many long years from now.
It is never as long as you might wish, mortal. Now, begone.
Yes, my lord.
Nice. Hail the conquering hero.
Are you coming, Majesty?
Alhazred's treachery must be handled carefully, Alexander. Alari and I must go gather our allies and form a plan. Watch over Cassima. Make sure she comes to no harm. We will return as soon as we can to take back all that has been stolen from us.
I will keep her safe until your return.
Thank you, son. Your love for our daughter must be deep indeed for you to have undertaken death itself for our sakes.
Indeed. May we succeed in what awaits us, and live long together as a family.
Cool. Well, time to save the day. Let's see. Let's save our game before we save the day. I think I'm actually gonna stop fairly soon here, just because it's getting kind of late on my end, and I'd like to get some sleep. But I will be continuing the stream on Monday. So don't think I'm gonna leave you hanging here forever. But in the meantime, I'd like to do a couple things before I quit for good. And one of them is to send along this beautiful white rose to Cassima.
Alexander doesn't want to disturb the old tree. There's no...
There we go.
Alexander holds out the rose, hoping that the bird will deliver it to Cassima. The nightingale takes the rose and heads for the castle once more.
Cool. Yay, cutscene.
A white rose. How beautiful. It must be from Alexander. How I wish that I could see him with my own eyes. But Abdul will never allow it.
Oh, Abdul.
He only risks capture by sending me these things, dear to my heart though they are. Fly elsewhere, my pretty friend. Do not endanger Prince Alexander again by taking tokens from his hand. Forgive me, Alexander, and forget me. I cannot return your love, for fear that I shall never leave this castle again.
Alexander waits in vain for Casima's nightingale to return, but the bird does not. Could there be something wrong? Or does Casima simply not welcome his attentions further?
Right. Ah, our friend here is back. Okay, so pawn shop. One thing that the genie, or not the genie, Jalo told me I needed to do. Well, a couple things.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
A couple things. The whatchamacallem, the Jalo court jester told me to do was he said I needed to fake my own death, and I needed to I need to fake my own death, and I need to get a genie. So I think the old lamps for new guy will probably help get me a genie. But in the meantime, I think I can fake my own death in front of Jafar's messenger here by drinking this drink me potion.
The little bottle contains some sort of potion and bears a label saying, "Drink me."
So let's give that a
rather
shot.
Forward of it. Alexander suddenly gets a very sneaky idea.
I can't go on anymore. Without Casima, I'd just rather not live.
Prince Alex, no!
It's true. The Wazir has beaten me. I give up. Poison is my last resort.
Stop!
I am no more.
Oh, what a waste. The poor young fool.
He's dead. He's dead. Wait until Abdul hears. He'll be so pleased.
Seconds later, in the castle.
I told you not to pop in like that. You can learn to knock like everybody else. Sorry, Master. I couldn't help myself. I have great news. Well, what is it? Prince Alexander is dead. He killed himself in despair over losing Casima. What? Are you positive? That young man has proven to be most devious. I saw the whole thing myself, Master. He was really and truly quite dead. If what you say is true, it shall be most convenient. You've spent enough time on that little irritant. We must start thinking about the wedding. Anything, Master. Oh, I do love weddings. Well, we do want you to look your prettiest, don't we? Now, Shamir Shamazel, to the lamp with you. Prepare yourself, as we discussed.
Ah.
Alexander's heart lurches to life
Well,
in his
I
chest.
did see the bottle.
Prince Fanix! But you were...
Sorry, friend. I was doing a little acting, I'm afraid.
Ah, of course, the strange cloaked man. You are quite clever, and a bit too exciting for an old man.
That guy's cool. Okay. Alright. Let's head out to get a tall blue lamp from Mr. Old Lamps for New. Mr. Old Lamps for New the second.
Excuse me, peddler, but I have an old lamp that might interest you.
Ah, an old lamp. And
An old
what
lamp.
a nice traditional design, too. Take your pick of my new lamps.
Alright. So... this is the one I want, I believe. Yep.
Ah,
So-
a fine choice, my son.
That'll come in
Here
handy later
is
on.
your new
When I
lamp.
need to trick the...
Good day,
When I need to trick
and I thank you, sir.
Jafar. I'll need to trick Jafar
Good day.
into... well, I'll need to steal Jafar's genie and switch the lamp over to that one.
Drat! Another dud.
Poor guy. Alright. Alright, well... let's go to the castle. And once I've entered the castle, I think we can probably call it good for tonight. Finish this up on Monday. Who is that person? Alright. So, to get into the palace, I have a spell that'll help me get into the palace. Go here. And... let's see. Take out my spell book. I need to see what the ingredients are. Magic paint cell. I have the swamp ooze, I have reserve 6 water. Okay, so I just need to put in the black horse feather, and we'll be good, and I just need to do the incantation. Okay, after I paint. So, what I want to do is take my feather, I want to put it into this cup.
Alexander dips the large black feather into the teacup and stirs the contents gently.
Nice.
To his amazement, the jet-black color of the feather slowly drains from end to tip into the teacup.
Hurrah!
The teacup mixture blackens and thickens to a paint-like consistency.
Made a magic
Alexander
elixir.
carefully puts it away, discarding the drained feather.
Okay. Now I can paint a door. So let's see, where's my paintbrush? I have a paintbrush, right? Oh no, I don't. I need to trade it in at the pawn shop. Trade in the tinderbox for the painting, because he does have a paint set. So first things first, let's go back to the pawn shop and do that. Okay. Pawn shop.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
Alright. You, my friend, look like you would like this bag.
Would you mind if I traded this in?
Of course, Prince Alex. Please choose something in exchange for the items on the counter.
Alexander looks closely at the items on the counter to make his selection.
Right. Items on the counter. I want this.
I think I'd like the painter's brush.
Very good, Prince Alex. The painter's brush it is. May your painting go well. Feel free to bring back the brush at any time.
Thank you.
Okay. So now I can go and paint the door on the side of the building. Wow, I'm starting to get tired. So it's probably good that I'm ending the stream in just a minute here. North to the palace. West to the side of the palace. And time to paint this wall.
To paint something, Alexander must first choose a location where he wants to paint. The paint can then be used on that location. Feeling artistically inspired, Alexander decides to make use of the large blank castle wall.
Ah, graffiti.
Ah, a doorway. Just what Alexander was thinking this wall needed.
Nice. Alright. And I would like to speak my incantation now, dear Prince Alexander.
With trepidation, Alexander gathers his strength for the enchantment of the painted door. Magic paint, black as ink, bring to life what I think. Make it real what I draw, according to this. The spell worked. The door has magically solidified.
All right.
Eager to be inside the castle at last, Alexander opens the enchanted door and steps inside.
Hurrah!
The magic paint door fades back into the wall. So much for an easy exit.
Okay. So, I have made it to the castle. So this will be the final exciting chapter of King's Quest VI. When I come back on Monday, I will be finishing this up.
Taking off your adventurer's cap so soon?
And defeating the evil Vizier Al-Hadrid. Saving Princess Cassima. And hopefully also bringing peace to this kind of messed up kingdom with lots of diplomatic issues. So, yep. Fun game. enjoyed the stream today. Really good adventure game from the 90s. I think, yeah, like I said last time, probably the best in the King's Quest series, really. Just a lot of fun. Liked it a lot. And I look forward to finishing it on Monday. And of course, tomorrow on Sunday, I will be streaming the Splunky Daily Challenge for that day. But I will be taking a break from the normal adventure game stream until Monday. So thanks for watching. I will see you then. Take care.